What's up guys, it's Tempo here, and in today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 super easy tips on how you can carry your team while playing DPS in Marvel Rivals. These tips will help you improve your game and hopefully rank up fast, so make sure you watch the whole video if you want to ace in all of your games. But first, I wanted to thank you all for giving me 250 subscribers. That's halfway to 500, seriously, thank you guys. That being said, if y'all want to see more content like this or just want to help me out, please feel free to subscribe and like the video. I would really appreciate it. All the support you guys give to me, I really appreciate it all. Alright, but enough self-promotion. Let's dive right in. Tip number 1 I have for you today is to focus on your aim. I see so many DPS players, especially in low ranks, not taking control of their aim. Spraying and praying is usually not very effective, and half the time you'll find yourself reloading before you can actually do any significant damage. To fix this, try to focus on preserving your mag capacity and doing as much damage as you can on each reload. Doing this really helps you get the most out of your primary fire while not adding unnecessary reloads. If a reload comes on at the wrong time, it can be the difference between a kill and death. In really bad situations, it can even be the difference between a won fight and a lost fight. So, be sure to always stay on top of your ammo and make sure every shot counts without reloading in the middle of fights. I have a bad habit of doing this where I'll be shooting, and I'll reload with half my mag left. There's no point in that. It's such a bad habit of mine, and I'm trying to kick it. But reloading in the middle of a fight while your mag is still half full or half empty, however you want to look at it, is not good. The only time you want to reload is when you're not engaged or not in a fight. So, be sure to always stay on top of your ammo and make sure that every shot counts, and you are much, much closer to those 50 kill games. Tip number 2 is to pay attention during bans. I know the feeling when you queue up, go scroll on TikTok, and before you know it, you're walking to the objective. The ban stage is not really all that exciting, and most of the bans are just insta-lock at this point. But it's actually really important to pay attention at the ban stage. You can ban the heroes that may impact you, or more importantly, your team's playstyle. Say for example, if you're playing Human Torch or Iron Man, you could use one of your bans to ban Hela or Punisher so it's way harder to deal with you. You want to find any possible counters to your playstyle or one of your teammates' playstyles and get them out of the game. So ultimately, that's less that you have to deal with and it'll make your team more effective. Another thing you should consider is locking in your hero before the bans start, so that way your team actually knows what you're going to play and can work with you and pick based off that. There's nothing worse than you have 1 or 2 heroes locked and you have to decide bans, but you have no idea what the other teammates like to play or want to play or what they might want to ban. The ban stage is this one that I feel gets overlooked, especially with it starting gold now. More players are just insta-picking and not giving any factors to team comp or counters. Right now, it's really just ban Groot, ban Bruce, ban Spider-Man, ban Wolverine. I see all these teams doing those insta-locks, which, don't get me wrong, they are good bans for most team composition, but if you have a god tier Groot on your team, you might want to try swapping some stuff up. That's all I'm saying. We all get lost in our TikToks and we forget to actually play the game that we queued up for. Tip number 3 is to watch out for divers. The main tips I see people give to DPS is to attack off angles, distract, and do damage. I mean, obviously. But there's one tip I only see that maybe half the DPS videos out there, and that's protecting your healers. As a DPS, you have to be aware of any divers on the enemy team and protect your backline from them. If you don't pay attention, sooner or later, you'll turn around and both your healers will be back in the spawn room. I can't stress this enough. DPS is a very important role, despite what some people think. Some people think, oh, DPS doesn't matter. Trust me, if you've been on a team where your DPS have 0 picks, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying they're more important than healers. I'm not saying they're more important than tanks. But they're still important. They're still part of the team. You need to be able to adapt and protect your backline when they need it. Keeping your supports alive will make your entire team's life way easier. And you will be more likely to win the fight, let alone the game. Especially if you can take out some of their healers in the process. After all, you can do as much damage as you can. But if it's just getting healed up again, then what's the point? Foreshadowing to tip 5. You won't be getting any kills, and you'll just be wasting time. Alright, tip number 4. use your abilities. As a DPS, you should be spamming pretty much all of your abilities. The only exception to this, any ability that can save you during a fight, like for example, Namor's bubble or Scarlet's teleport, invis thing, whatever it is. Those abilities can actually save your life at times, so you shouldn't spam those out as soon as you have them. But pretty much any other ability, you have to just use them. A lot of people get in this trap about only using their abilities when they think it's a good time. Yes, of course, you should try to maximize your abilities when you use them, but holding your abilities until it's a good time can be kind of counterproductive. Let me explain. For example, you use your ability 50 times during a game, and you completely miss 20 of them. Absolutely no value out of them. You still landed 30 of them. Now, compare that to the guy that holds it until he knows he can hit it. He used his ability 15 times, and he hit all 15 of them. The guy who missed a lot still got over double the use out of his ability. My point here is this. Use your abilities. If you're holding your abilities for 20 to 30 seconds, depending on the ability, you could have thrown it out 2 to 3 times already before you even threw it once. That's just wasted potential. You could have done more with your abilities. So focus on not letting your cooldowns get wasted, using your abilities, and you'll be that much closer to becoming a top tier DPS player. All right, tip number 5. Apply pressure, but not just any pressure. You have to apply meaningful pressure. One of the most common things I see DPS doing is just attacking the frontline tanks even when they're getting healed right through it. If you're doing this, that's when you get a ton of damage but no actual final blows because all of your damage was just healed up. What you have to do instead is focus on someone else, whether it's a healer or some DPS or it doesn't matter, but just focus somewhere else, anywhere else. By shifting your focus, this puts the healers in a situation where they now have to choose who to heal, allowing for a possible pick. Doing damage to a tank while they're being healed is kind of like throwing your primary into a black hole. It's not doing much for your team, and that damage is just way better used pretty much anywhere else. Of course, when the healers aren't focusing the tank anymore, or one of the healers dies, or both of them die, then you can attack the tanks, sure. But with the large health pool of most tanks, you're not going to be doing much if you're just damaging them and then getting healed right back up. Alright guys, that's my top 5 tips for DPS players to absolutely carry your team. If y'all enjoyed, make sure you leave a like on the video, make sure you subscribe. Also, thank you for 250 subscribers, I really appreciate it. Make sure you follow my Twitch stream if you want to see me live, and make sure you join my Discord if you want to play some Marvel Rivals with me. I'm down to play with you guys, but if y'all don't join, I can't play with you. So, join the Discord. Anyway guys, it's been Tempo. Peace. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan.